Trisha Paytas finally addressed the real reason why she did not post the Jeffree Star podcast. Now, can I just say this? This clip surfaced on TikTok, and it's her on stage at her Trishmas concert, and she addressed it. One of the fans asked her, and here's what she had to say.
It's not bad or anything. It wasn't bad. It was just like, that's not, I like to have a cute key, and then when you realize it's a little bit more drama, then you're like, no, especially like on his end, and maybe he's trying not to be drama, he told me. So it's like, overall in general, I was like, it's probably better just not to air it, but not bring drama back. You know what I mean? It's not bad or anything. It wasn't bad. It was just like, that's not, I like to have a cute key, and then when you realize it's a little bit more drama, then you're like, no, especially like on his end, and maybe he's trying not to be drama, he told me. So it's like, overall in general, I was like, it's probably better just not to air it, but not.
Well, I was like, well, that's it, right? Like, I think a celebrity would just kind of like, I already said it, the media will pick it up, and it'll, people will make their videos, boom, 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 boom. But no, Trisha just cannot let people get the views. She is literally a hog for views. It's insane. And when I saw it, because she went on her Trisha podcast, and in the podcast, she was like, I'm just going to say here because I saw people making videos about it, and I don't want to start no drama. But it almost was like, damn, Trisha, you already said it in a nice PR way. And then now you're double downing and saying it again on the podcast to suck up in even more views. And then she said that the deleted podcast was going to be inside her Birkin bag whenever you buy it for $1 million. And I'm just like, damn, you know what? Like, Trisha just can't let people get views. She just cannot. She boss hogging the views, sucking up all the views, girl. Oh my God. That's one thing I've noticed about Trisha for a long time. Well, I guess it worked out for her, didn't it? All right, well, here we go. Let me roll you the clip. It's very long. It's 7 minutes. I wanted to do a reaction video to it, but then the video would be 2 hours long because I'm going to stop and contradict every little thing. And so let me show you this receipt that we got. We clipped. So shout out to Spill Some Tea with Me. And here we go.
Running class close out of time, but
oh yeah,
I just talk about very quickly because I just feel like talking about this saying like I don't want drama, and then it's like let me talk about this so it creates drama. Someone asked me at my live show yesterday this question. I answered it. It got clipped. I was like, let me just talk about it. It's not that I haven't been avoiding it. I just know talking about it creates more drama. So me being like, I didn't want the drama, so me talking about it creates more drama. But it's been talked about. Adam's talked about it, and people speculate. And I just thought I would talk about it. And not to go into 2025 because literally all the comments are always like, where is the Jeffree episode? Which is kind of like camp at this point now. It's kind of like the Rainbow Birkin. It's kind of just like the comment we get. Kind of like Moses, where are the cats? Like it just becomes a thing at this point. And what if we just kept teasing it? Like the Jeffree episode coming next week, But no, it's really not that deep, not that serious. I've actually like talked to Jeffree. Like Jeffree's like, if you don't want to post the video, like it was a while ago or whatever. And he's like, if you don't want to post it, like I understand. Lots of like reasons went into this. What I realized doing the podcast is obviously our beef or whatever is so minor compared to things. We talked about Dramageddon, and to us it was just a fun little key. Like to me it was like so almost like silly. It was because we're not involved with it. I was like, God, this is actually so silly. There is a lot of like darkness to it before even the Jeffree of it all got involved. But then Jeffree was here, and I realized like it's not a cute key for him or like other people involved. Like there's a lot of like, I won't even say bad feelings. I think there's just a lot of unresolved feelings between everybody. So much I don't want to say miscommunication, but there's just a lot happening there. And it's like, and while he was here, he's like, I'm so tired of talking about this. But he was like, I'll talk about it because you asked. So then I kind of felt bad. And I feel that. I feel it in a way where it's like, oh, I don't want to talk about things, but when people bring it up, and Jeffree's very much like, I'll talk about whatever. He does like TikTok live and stuff. But he's like, I just don't want to talk about, like, I'm just over talking about this. So I felt kind of off on the video because again, I don't want to be the Dave and Brie without Grace. You know what I mean? It's like, there's so many parts to the story and I was not involved in it at all. I don't know any of these people involved. So I'm like, let me just not have this where it's like so many people are hurt by it. There's so much like darkness. There's so much hurt. I've heard Tati's side. James has been quiet. Jeffree's side. And it's just all very murky and sad. And everything's really sad and kind of none of it really ends well for anyone. So For me, everything's been like good vibes. And I wouldn't even say Jeffree was bad vibes, but just overall, you know, I listened to you guys and kind of just gauge the situation. And I saw that he went on canceled, and, you know, in general, it just wasn't something I wanted to like partake in anymore. Like in a sense of drama, like I feel like we were in like different places. I'm in a very different place. And I was like, oh, I just don't want to bring that up, especially when it involves other people and it's like so heavy. When we talk about drama on here, especially Dramageddon, I feel like it's a key. It's like funny. We keep it as light as possible. And if there's any dark stuff, we try to like not talk about that. But I feel like it just was a little dark and heavy for so many people involved. So, and I don't know if anyone really knows the truth. When you say 2 sides to every story, I think there's like 6 sides to these stories. And I think like everyone says the truth is always somewhere in the middle. No one, I'm sure this will be like the biggest unsolved mystery Dramageddon, because we don't know like the full truth of everything. There's so many parts, so many layers. And I don't know, I think just for me, it was just a little too heavy and a little too serious for what we do here. I love this platform of just entertaining people and not having to evoke negative emotions out of people and be drama. And in a way, I was hoping that for Jeffree too. I think he like understood when I told him and kind of agreed, because it's just like, I don't know if, I don't want to speak for him, but you know, I just don't know if that drama is the look we want or the feel. I don't know. The vibes were, it was fine. I didn't think it was a waste of time. Like he actually apologized to me again for this Vegas stuff, and we kind of squashed that, and it's been squashed or whatever. So to me, that felt good. That didn't feel like a waste of time. It's just too much when like other people are involved and I'm just not fully like aware of the situation. I'm not a journalist. I am not someone who like can deep dive and get all sides of the story. So I was just like not equipped to do that interview. So, and in general, a lot of you guys know, you guys protect me so much in the sense of protecting my peace. It doesn't matter if it was Jeffree or anyone. You guys will always let me know. Hawk to it. You guys had that intuition too. I was like, let me go on Hawk to it. And everyone's like, no, Trish, don't go on Hawk to it. You know what I mean? And look at this. The Hawk to it scam happened. You know, the crypto scam. I was like, y'all knew. Y'all protect. Thank you. I know you guys want to protect my energy, and I appreciate that so much. And that sometimes I have to listen to that. Sometimes I need to, because sometimes I'm so in my world and I'm just like, no, this will be good. But I like to listen to you guys. And, you know, a lot of people like, just don't air it. And I know a lot of people want to too. And I was like so conflicted, and I don't want Jeffree to feel like it was a waste of time. I didn't think I wasted my time. But we're just like totally different people, and I not in anything bad. We're just totally different people, and you know, different ways of life. But I do think what he told me is he doesn't like want to like relive this drama. I don't want to relive the drama, and I also don't want to be a part of drama or create more drama that doesn't need to be, and rehash these things that have already been somewhat resolved. But no, I appreciate him like coming out. I appreciate you guys literally letting me know what you want to see, because at the end of the day, it's all about the community we create here. And I think it's a safe space. I think it's a fun space, and I like to keep it very light. And, you know, all the people who are Jeffree fans, like, you know, I do think he's at a completely different space in life too. And all the people who are my fans, thank you. And our joint fans, I thank you for that. And, yeah.
We'll put it on a hard drive and we'll put it inside of the Birkin bag.
Ooh, auction it one day.
Yeah. That's the bonus you get.
Of it, sell it for $100 million. Anyways,
It's
that's
like
it.
Casey Neistat with the David Dobrik documentary. This is the new one. This is the new vibe.
Maybe I'll trade him and be like, you can get that for this. It will be a piece. It will be a piece of like history that's been out there that'll like never be seen. And it is kind of awful, but also kind of amazing. Don't you love that? Having a little something that will just be like lost in time.
Lost media.
Yeah. Be like, what happened?
Like the last oversharing.
Oh, yeah, the last
well, I don't think anyone cares about that as much. I think
With all of
there's
those together.
an underwhelming demand for that. But anyways, so that's it. I wanted to like to say that's why you don't think I'm like ignoring. For me, I was just like I said, I didn't want to be like bringing it up because I'm like, I'm over the drama. Let me talk about it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But everything, you know, I think, you know, I'm happy with this. I feel good about it. And like I said, it's a lot of stories that like I'm not involved with, and I have no business just blasting it out there. To be honest, I was just like listening to a lot of it because I'm like, Oscar saw it. I'm very much like, I didn't know what to say. I'm like,
I was like, what?
like panicking in all levels. I was like, okay.
Yeah, it was wild. It was
Yeah.
wild. But I think your intentions, again, going into it, I think were really like valid and like honestly kind of wholesome. I feel like you really just wanted to like tie everything up with like a little bow, you know, and then it just didn't pan out, I think. But I think going into it, your intentions were really like pure, at least, you know. So
100%,
yeah.
and it's not worth views or anything for me at all to like bring up any negative feelings to anyone or any sort of disparaging feelings to anyone or, you know, people that have put it in the past. That was not mine. Anyways, you can.
All right, grab a snack and come on back. So I just want to say this. Oh, I went to the mall the other day and I got this nice little, because this is my color stone. Oh, so pretty. So when I saw it, she still didn't say it. And I had a feeling they were going to be talking about James Charles. I had a feeling that they were going to be talking about Hair by Jay, that they were going to be talking about her addiction and her sobriety, and that they were going to be talking about the friendship with Shane Dawson, the situation with James Charles, things of that nature. And it got really deep. And even then, she didn't want to talk about it. And I'm like, you know what? Like, I get the gig. Let bygones be bygones. Jeffree Star is very much the one to be like, it's water under the bridge, you know, water off a duck's back. And I just didn't feel the need. For someone who said they want to just move past it, she harped on it again. I don't think she needed to do that. And in doing so, she left us with even more questions, because she kind of gave us like what would be a skeleton of what this missing podcast would be. And I can assure you now that they brought up situation with James Charles, situation with Vegas, her crashing her pink G-Wagon into a house, relationship with Jason Nash, because Jason Nash, people keep talking about him, but he's very popular on TikTok. And this is the thing, and I always will say this about Jason Nash, is that even though people make fun of him for begging for roses and galaxies on TikTok and stuff like that, the thing is, like, it's such a sad story, because he was such a loyal friend to David Dobrik, but David Dobrik's not a loyal friend back to him. And so he was just loyal out of fault. So with that being said, this is his best option. It was like, I'm going on TikTok and I'm just gonna, work. And he's paying for his kids' college tuition. And so I'm not mad at it. I mean, he's working. I just can't kick somebody and make fun of them if they're making an honest living. And when I say honest living, I already know y'all gonna be so upset in the comments. Well, TikTok's honest living, begging for money. I'm just saying it's way better than robbing a bank, way better than selling dope on the corner. Just saying that. Okay, that's just my opinion all day long, right? I would like to think if Trisha Paytas and Jason Nash were still dating today, how would that relationship even look like? Would she even like him being on TikTok? Would that encourage her to be more on TikTok? So that's very interesting within itself. I think the trajectory of her life would have kind of changed a little bit. So I just don't like people making fun of Jason Nash, because I feel like a lot of people, that's how they make their living, and they're not doing anything criminally. So I can't be mad at it. You know what I'm saying? If you want to gift somebody and send them a rose, this is what it is. It's a gift. You give it to them. So I just feel like the podcast was really gonna put a mirror to Trisha Paytas in that time, and she didn't want that. She still wanted to be viewed how she is today, because then it'll open up a can of worms to Mr. Raimi, to her saying that she was trans and then saying that she's not trans, and it'll bring all that up again, because people forget those things. There are some things that she hasn't even apologized for. She has issued a blanket apology, but there are certain things I just don't understand it. How I saw this video the other day about how Trisha Paytas is not cancelable, that she has this amazing career, and I'm sitting there and I'm happy for her. I'm not being a hater, but at the same time I'm just like, but she did all these things. It mind blows me that she's not blacklisted from Hollywood. You know what I'm saying? When so many other people have done a lot less and got blackballed from Hollywood. That's all I'm trying to say. I'm not saying that that's how I feel. I'm just like, well, I'm just looking at the facts out there. I'm like, this doesn't make any sense to me. Is it because that she's Caucasian, blonde, nice boobs? You know what I'm saying? As attractive. Is that what it is? The pretty privilege gets her the pass? Or if it was anybody else, that would be shunned? Is that what is it really a question for psychology, parasocial? And I think that should be, Trisha Paytas' career needs to be studied in Harvard University. That's all I'm trying to say. But anyways, let me know what you think about that drama in the comments down below, and I'll see you guys in the next one. This is Rich Lux with the hottest news on YouTube.